It's Championship Saturday in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference as the men's soccer tournament championship comes to a close here in Lexington as the number 2 seeded Washington and Lee Generals host the number 4 seeded Maroons of Roanoke College in the conference championship game as Roanoke looks to win their first title since 2012 and the Generals looking to get back their first conference championship since the seniors were first years back in the fall of 2019. Hello and welcome to Alston Parker Watt Field here on the campus of Washington and Lee University here in Lexington, Virginia. Alongside Jack Hunter, I'm Ryan Connell. Thanks so much for joining us on the Washington and Lee Sports Network for today's ODAC Men's Soccer Championship between the Maroons and Generals. And Jack, Washington and Lee has been dominant so far in the conference tournament. 7 goals across in the quarterfinal against Guilford, 6 more on Wednesday night against Virginia Wesleyan, 13 goals through their first 2 games for the Generals.
Yeah, once November turns around, you want to be playing your best soccer of the year, and through the first 2 games of the ODAC tournament for the Generals, the quarterfinals and the semifinals, they've been playing the 2 most dominant games of the season.
Charlie Colby will line up a long throw. Into the box it comes. Tapped on, but a foul before the play. So no goal there. Some pushing and shoving after as Agbe and Affolter have to be restrained. But there was a foul before that goal there. Now Kutsunzira. And the head referee jawing hard there at a couple of players.
It looked like Affolter must have said something to Agbe that just really set him off, and you'd like for both sides to just kind of keep their composure, especially for Agbe. You know, him showing visual frustration is not really something you want to see for the Generals because you can just tell Roanoke's getting under his skin and affecting his performance.
The two continuing to jaw with the head referee. There'll be a free kick for Roanoke because a foul in the box was the call. So the 2 clear, no cards issued.
And some of that pin-up frustration, too. Agbe had a play in the first half where he finished off of a shot from Kutsunzira, but he's called offside. So that's the second time now where the Generals have had a goal-scoring opportunity. They've gotten called back. Maybe some of that anger just kind of building up as well.
Now the head referee will get his discussion in with Till Flegging at midfield, and finally will wave us back into play.
Maybe that'll spark something in the Generals here and give them some offensive life.
Smith will settle it down. Out wide for Hall. Inside of 20 minutes to play here in the second half. Still no score in the ODAC Men's Soccer Championship game. Kutsunzira tripped up while taking that shot attempt. But clean, says the referee, as it makes its way to Behe. It did seem the ball was struck first because that one did not come clean off of Michael's right foot.
And this is what you want coming down to an ODAC championship game. It's a tight back-and-forth game, a lot of emotion on the line between both of these teams. Although no scoring's been had in this game, you just can't complain about the quality of the play here.
Out wide it goes. Colby will settle it down on the back line for the Generals. Hall turns past one defender. Hall pushed off the ball that time as it's cleared away by the Maroons' back line. Colby quick with the throw to Joseph. Smith for Tukey. Agbe. Flicked forward for Peterson. A little bit behind him that time. Smith will settle it down. You can see the sense of an urgency here offensively for both teams. And especially W&L continuing to have sustained offensive pressure across the last few minutes. Colby will step forward. Colby licked off his feet. McCarty high with it. Offsides was Agbe.
And Roanoke just seems to be pressing really hard on Washington and Lee, trying to force them into making a mistake. And to Washington Lee's credit, they have not really made an unenforced error. They've not really turned the ball over. They're handling the pressure well. You see for Roanoke kind of sending two guys up top now, playing with two forwards, Michael Ramsey and Carter Latch up there, both pressuring the ball, both kind of lining up next to each other up top.
Agbe jockeying for position. One back, that time by Roanoke. A foul finally issued to Agbe, and he'll draw a yellow card as well, being his second warning, especially that one coming against Affolter.
Yeah, and I don't think that play necessarily warranted that, but as the referee is telling Wamey, holding up two fingers, he said, that's your second warning, I got to do it.
Especially being it on the same player in Affolter as well, who had that confrontation with Agbe just a few moments ago on the other side of the field. Got to keep things in check.
Got to watch for 18 here through the air.
Burke, a long ball into the box. Joseph will grab it out of the air. So Smith will dribble it forward and send a long clear, and now a foul behind the play that will also warrant a yellow. Michael Ramsey will be the guilty party.
Yeah, and my bad there in that Krause out of the game, but what I was looking at was Carter Latch, 6'4" himself. I mean, they just got a lot of size no matter really who's in the game up there at that forward position.
Colby looking for Hall. Pass picked off that time by Roanoke, but at least breaks the play up temporarily. Strong run off the back that time by Barretts. Bass with it for the Generals. To Kutsin-Zera. Out wide for Peterson. Now Kutsin-Zera. Chip forward, Agbe, flicked into the back of the net. The Generals strike. Wamey Agbe. His 13th goal of the season after a hat trick in the semifinals. Agbe with the finish for the Generals here in the ODAC Championship.
And that's how you put the team on your back. His first career hat trick in the semifinals to get the Generals here. He's had a tough game so far, you know, with just a few opportunities not going his way. But how about it, just being able to stick with it, and an incredible goal after we saw just another incredible goal last game too. Wamey Agbe has been playing his best soccer of his career here in the ODAC tournament, and the Generals faithful is loving it.
So that puts the fans on their feet here at Watt Field. Roanoke now needing to equalize across the last 16-plus minutes. And out it will go for their first corner of the game. So Roanoke will draw a corner fresh off that goal from Agbe.